there you have it, everyone, for the first day here, closing out the year 2024, the Sports Express on the road, as we promised you, before the Fiesta Bowl and before the Rose Bowl. We wanted to come here. Monday Night Football, what a beautiful game right here. We're just going to scan out on the field. We've got a little bit more activity out there, as you can see that. You've got the 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions tonight. What a battle, offensive battle all game long. The 49ers jumped out to an early lead. It actually went back and forth quite considerably. The Lions just kept with it. Offensive firepower. Final score, looking across the way, 40-34. The Lions prevail. They turn it on and pour it on here in the second half of this football game. The 49ers started very strong. They looked very, very capable there in the beginning. But in the end, it's the Detroit Lions that actually win this final Monday Night Football game here in Santa Clara, California. This actually, folks, is going to be the site of Super Bowl 60 to be played here next year in February. This year, obviously, Super Bowl 59 is going to be played in New Orleans. Next year, right here, Super Bowl 60 is going to be played in Santa Clara, California, the home of the San Francisco 49ers. What's interesting is the 49ers will not make the playoffs this year. I think that's going to be very interesting. The Detroit Lions now, they have a huge matchup that's going to be coming up now. This coming Sunday, the Lions will take on the Minnesota Vikings. The game is in Detroit. And then the winner of that game is actually going to win the NFC North. And then the second place finisher, whoever loses that game, is actually going to come in second place, and they'll end up being a wild card team. A wild card team with a tremendous record, of course. So it's going to be very exciting. My prediction right now, as we look at it, even more so too, when you're looking at it, I believe the AFC is going to be a very, very interesting matchup, but I still think the Chiefs and the Bills are the two strongest teams in the AFC. The Chargers certainly playing very well, and the Baltimore Ravens are certainly playing very well. Watch out for Cincinnati if the Bengals should crash the party and actually make the playoffs. That's the AFC picture. Over in the NFC, you have to like the Lions, but then again, there's going to be some tough competition. You have the Vikings and the Packers both in the same conference. You have the Eagles playing well, and certainly the Rams out in the West, and the Buccaneers in the South. So it's going to make for a very, very interesting NFL playoff season. And folks, it's right around the corner. It is right around the corner. We're surrounded. I just want to give you a little bit of the scene here, folks. Just want to give you a little bit of the scene as they're looking around. We've got a lot of Lions fans actually making their way out. Obviously, the 49er fans are loud and proud. But obviously they have made their way out. The Lions are celebrating, and the Lions are victorious here. This is the last Monday Night Football game of the season as well. There is one final week coming up in the NFL, and that is going to be actually this coming Sunday. And thankfully, we will be here in the Hollywood, Los Angeles area later this week. We have some appointments in Hollywood. Wish us well. And then obviously on Sunday, we'll have an opportunity to see the Rams. The Rams host the Seahawks. That game is on Sunday. The Rams obviously are into the playoffs already. And I believe the Seahawks need some help to obviously get there. So obviously tomorrow we are en route to Phoenix, Arizona for the Fiesta Bowl. Penn State and Boise State. That is a NCAA college football playoff quarterfinal. And then the following day we'll be in Pasadena for the Rose Bowl and the Rose Parade. The Rose Bowl is another quarterfinal game. That features Oregon versus Ohio State. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. I'm so thankful that we're actually going to see two of the college football playoff quarterfinals. The other two will be the Sugar Bowl on New Year's night. That is Notre Dame versus Georgia. And then earlier in the day, on New Year's Day, a 1 p.m. kickoff, the Peach Bowl has Arizona State and Texas. So for now, what I'd like to do is I do want to mention a lot of our sponsors. And I told our sponsors that this year, too, now we're actually coming out for two of the quarterfinals. Since it's a playoff, since we have the playoffs now, we obviously are going to have a lot more football. We had 4 rounds. We had the first round, the round of 12, and then now we have the quarterfinals, which is the second round. We'll have the semifinals for round 3, and then obviously the national championship on January the 20th on a Monday night. That's Martin Luther King night in Atlanta. So that should be very, very interesting. So now in the second round, as we were actually discussing, I did want to mention some of our sponsors. They were so proud. We have Colarusso's Cafe, the defending champion from Jessup. So how about that? Colarusso's Cafe, Chuck Colarusso did a great show with us in October, and then Chuck actually just did a recent feature with us talking about the 12-team format for the playoffs there in December. So thank you again, Chuck. And Colarusso's on Bridge Street in Jessup, thank you for your sponsorship. They have been with us a large number of years. RJ Birdie Cadillac in Scranton, RJ, Billy Hughes and all, they have been with us all 10 years. This is the 10th annual contest, folks, for the Sports Express. And RJ Birdie Cadillac, I'm proud to say, they have been with us all 10 years. We also have the Savage Financial Group in the Poconos, serving northeastern Pennsylvania. Mike Savage, the Mike Savage Financial Group has been with us for 10 full years as well. So thank you, Mike, for all of your great support. Papa's Pizza in downtown Scranton, they have been with us. There's a change of ownership there now. They proudly carry on the tradition. It's been a great transfer of ownership there. But Papa's has been with us approximately 7 to 8 years as well. So it's just fantastic support. Papa's Pizza for all your great Italian food, particularly the pizza right there in downtown Scranton, right near the courthouse. TGI Fridays, a shout out to Chris, our manager. Chris, thank you so much for your support. 1 year ago, in 2023, they were the actual champion of the Sports Express Bowl. So Chris, thank you again for your great support there. TGI Fridays on Route 6 in Dixon City. City Pizza is a newcomer on Main Street in Dixon City, serving great Mexican food as well, some great pizza. Welcome to the neighborhood there on Main Street in Dixon City, and we look forward to serving you at some point. And very new, happy New Year, and welcome to the Sports Express Bowl. Garth Estat. Garth is no stranger to this format, a former Army player as well. So we are so happy to have Garth Estat on Sunset Drive in Dixon City. State Farm Insurance. Garth has been with us a number of years, and we thank him for sharing his wisdom of college football. Sport and Designs in the Stroudsburg Mall. That's a new sport shop. We proudly have them in the contest as well. This is their first showing here in the Sports Express Bowl. So we're so happy to have them again. That's the Sport and Designs Group in the Stroudsburg Mall area. Texas Roadhouse in Stroudsburg. Texas Roadhouse has been with us a large number of years as well. So thank you for your continued support. Texas Roadhouse in the Stroudsburg Mall and in the Dixon City location as well, right up there on Route 6. Thank you so much. The Texas Roadhouse, they've been with us for nearly all 10 years as well. So the Outback Steakhouse in the Wilkes-Barre area, we want to thank them as well. Thank you so much for being with us as well, serving the Wilkes-Barre area, and it's great to see you in the contest, and we look forward to some great seasons with you. The Fireside Martini Grill there in Dunmore, welcome to the neighborhood as well. We have Ragnacci's Restaurant, Mr. Bob Ragnacci, the affordable meal in Dunmore, right there in the main area of Dunmore, Ragnacci's Restaurant. La Cucina, go in and say hello to Paolo and the whole group there in the Dunmore area. You can't go wrong with some great Italian food, as we're mentioning right in there too. That again is the La Cucina, right down the road from Ragnacci's as well, and not too far from the Fireside Martini Grill as well. Rosario's is a newcomer. Rosario's in the Viewmont Mall in Dixon City, serving all kinds of pizza and Italian food. They also have a Clark Summit location as well. Thank you for your support. Jersey Mike Subs, Dixon City on Route 6, and also in the Wilkes-Barre area as well. Grotto Pizza, primarily there in the Wilkes-Barre Mall, right near the Wyoming Valley Wall. This is their first year, so congratulations and welcome to the contest. I did want to go back and give a shout out to Jersey Mike's. They've been with us a long number of years as well. A newcomer now, Luigi's in Oliphant. We want to thank Luigi's. The Rocking Crab, the Cajun Seafood in Stroudsburg. It's their inaugural year too. We want to thank them. And another newcomer, the Sambuca Restaurant, Catch 21 Restaurants in downtown Scranton. Thank you so much for your continuous support. And one final sponsor who's been with us for all 10 years, and that is the Quinn Supermarket on Main Street in Peckville. Thank you so much to Bill Kranitsky and Dana. We thank you so much for your support. You have been with us all 10 years. So for the Sports Express, I'm Larry Spegar. Thank you. As we are here in Santa Clara, in San Francisco, you can hear all the Lions fans across the way as they are saluted there by Monday Night Football. Scott Van Pelt and the ESPN crew are right over there. So we congratulate the Lions and their fans as they're going to make their way into the playoffs again this season. Again, thank you, everyone. Tomorrow we'll see you at the Fiesta Bowl in Phoenix, Arizona, the Glendale area. For now, good night, everyone. I'm Larry Spegar for the Sports Express.